Ya estoy grabando la clase. I always record the classes. So you have the classes here live by Zoom, but also in case you cannot come to the class, you will have the chance of reviewing the class by YouTube, because always record the classes and then upload the class onto YouTube, and then I log it on the enlaces section in Material Docente. So we always have the chance. As first class, I'm going to spend some time today talking to you about the specific details of this course, okay? Well, this is Inglés 3, Inglés Preintermedio, and this is the last course of English that you will have in the university, okay? This does not mean that your English will be absolutely perfect. No, no, no. It means that it's the last English course that the university offers, all right? But it's your challenge, it's your responsibility to continue practicing, exploring your English so you can consolidate it, so you can use it effectively and comfortably for the rest of your life. So you have to understand that. Well, this class requires 3 hours per week. 3 hours of practice per week. 1 hour we are going to spend together in the Zoom class, which goes Thursdays at 10:30. So that is 1 hour from 10:30 to 11:30 approx on Thursday. And the other 2 hours you're going to spend individually at the comfort of your house, room, whatever, and you're going to continue practicing your English, reading English, listening to English, etc., with the activities that I give you every week. So we have a Zoom class, and in that Zoom class, we practice, but at the same time, I give you the activities that you can do the rest of the week in those 2 remaining hours. So that is the minimum of time you should spend each week using English, practicing English. Of course, it's a minimum. You can spend more time, but that is a minimum time, right? What is the principal objective of this class? This is a question. More than telling you, I think that you have to think and visualize that. So you can use microphones or you can use the chat. What is the objective of this class? And it's logical. It's nothing very, very difficult. What is the objective of this English class? Thank you. Poder mantener una conversación. Thank you, Francisca. Yeah, please try to use English. Try to use English. That is the first objective. Well, we have a big objective. several little objectives. And one of them is use English all the time. Try to use English all the time, okay? So think and speak and write in English. So that is the first objective. Use English all the time. Entonces, ¿cómo sería poder mantener una conversación? Perfecto. Keep a conversation. Keep a conversation going. Excelente. Keep a conversation going. Que no sea perfecta, pero poder comunicarnos, conversar en forma, yo diría, relativamente cómoda con alguien en inglés. No va a ser perfecto en un nivel preintermedio, pero relativamente cómoda. I like it. Use English all the time. Try. Try to keep a conversation. Good. What more do we have? Mejorar mi nivel de inglés. Absolutely. Improve. Mejorar. Improve my English level. ¿Y qué significa eso? Improve your speaking competencies, improve your listening competencies, improve your reading and writing competencies, everything. Your English is composed by 4 skills: listening, speaking, writing, reading. All of that must be improved. ¿Qué más dice acá? Comprender de mejor manera los textos en inglés. Absolutely. Ahí está el reading, ¿cierto? Muy bien. Después dice in English, Barbara, thank you. Can understand and talk in English. Yes, absolutely. Understand English, that means listening comprehension or reading comprehension, depending on the text. And talk in English more and more. Learn more about something, words in English. Yes. Vocabulary. Learn more about some, not something, some words in English. That more vocabulary. And we always, and this is a very important objective, we always try to connect, to link English and your career. That is a very important objective. Connect English and your career. So you will have more topics linked to your career, to sciences, to veterinary medicine, to biology, etc. Right? Connect English and your career. That's very important for me and for this course. Those are the objectives. It's not very complicated. It's very logical, you know, and but it's very important that you have clarity in the objectives. When you start something, you have to have an objective, and that must be very clear in your mind so you can get it. Okay? Do you have, hasta aquí, do you have any questions? Are we going to write text? Yes, we're going to write, we're going to read, you're going to listen, you're going to speak. You're going to do everything in one semester. Can you believe it? Well, you have to, because we will do everything. For writing texts, we're going to use blogs. Okay? Do you have any other questions? No? Okay. So now, after talking about the objectives, which is something very important and necessary, I'm going to show you the syllabus and evaluations of this course. You have this syllabus in material docente, okay, o cursos. And you also have the materials for week number 1 that I will use today and you will use during the week. So let me show you now the syllabus. This is it. This is it. It's very, very simple. We have the week, semanas, de la 1 a la 14, and the themes, temas. And in bold print, negrita, you have the evaluations. Okay? So, in week number 1 and 2, we will be reviewing a very simple topic, but very necessary topic too, which is personal information. That is the first thing that we do when we meet people, you know. We speak about ourselves and we want people to talk about themselves so that we can start knowing each other and we can start having a friendship, you know. So that is the first thing. Then in week number 3, we have unit number 2, opinions. Is it easy to give opinions? Maybe. But if you want to give good opinions, you have to be informed about everything. So it's not very easy because you need to be informed, because you need a lot of vocabulary, right? And because you need to think. And it's more difficult sometimes to give opinions in a different language, in this case, in English. So I think that this is a beautiful topic and it's a challenging topic, desafiante, especially for you guys who are improving your English. And at the same time, in week number 3, we're going to start working with blogs. As I said to Barbara, we're going to use blogs to write or to type in this case. You know blogs? Blogs is like un librito en línea. It's like an online diary where you can write about anything you want. But in this case, we're going to use the blogs to communicate, to write about your lives and to write about some specific topics that I will give you during the semester, okay? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blog sessions, blog activities. In each of these 5 blog sessions, I'm going to give you directions, instructions, and an example to write about a topic. For example, no recuerdo exactamente, but I think that in blog number 1, you have, in blog number 1, the topic is opinions. You're going to give opinions about some very controversial topics. And then you have to write your opinions. And after that, you have to read your classmates' opinions on their blogs. So you have to visit your classmates' blogs. And after that, you are going to make comments about your classmates' opinions. So what is the idea of the blogs? It's to have a very, how can I say, a very effective communication circle. A good communication circle. First, you're going to write. No, primero me leen la instrucción y mi ejemplo. First, you're going to read me. Then you're going to write. Then you're going to read your classmates' posts. And then you're going to write again. So this creates an effective, and we can say that this creates a real communication cycle, which is very good for learning English in a more realistic form, right? That is the blogs. In week number 5, we have listening activities on block number 2. In weeks number 6 and 7, another topic, tools of the trade. In Spanish is something like Las herramientas del oficio tiene que ver con vocabulario, elementos que vamos a asociar a la medicina y a la medicina veterinaria. So we're going to talk basically about medical objects, medical tools. So we are connected English and your career. And we also have block number 3 here in week 8. Then 9-10, we have unit 4, introduction to academic texts. So we will concentrate more on reading and more on reading specific science texts. 11, block number 4. Week 12, reading number 2. Tenemos 2 readings. En la semana 6 y en la semana 12. 2 reading activities evaluadas. Weeks 6 and 12. Para los que vienen del English Beginner, el semestre pasado lo conocen. What I do is, bueno, esta vez va a ser distinto. Lo que hacíamos antes era darles algún texto de Wikipedia o de algo online y les daba preguntas, actividades que desarrollaban y me mandaban al mail. We cannot do that now because I have many students and I don't have enough time to give you feedback. So for the reading, we're going to use UTest, which is a very powerful tool that I have to make tests. So you will have 2 quizzes, reading quizzes using UTest, okay? And that is very practical because you read, you answer, and everything is automatically registered. And we have an automatic mark, which is very super good for me, okay? And for everybody. We have semana 13, unit number 5, que es el último. Y para cerrar un buen tópico, English language challenges. So I want you to think about the challenges that you will have in order to improve your English in the future, right? Because this is a road that you have to continue walking, okay? Block number 5, and the final test. So let me show you here, more specifically, the evaluation, the assessment. We have 3 types, the blocks, 5 blocks, which amount for 30% of the final mark. And these are the weeks. Then we have 2 reading activities that amount for another 30% in weeks 6 and 12. We will do them using UTest. And then we have the final exam, or the final written test, which accounts for 40% in the last week, okay? The final exam, we also use UTest, and we have basically 2 types of activities. Reading comp, similar to the quizzes, and listening comp. You have to listen some audio tracks, and then answer. It's very specific, very practical, and most, if not all, of the activities are connected to science, medicine, to your career. So it's a very practical evaluation. Uf, eso. Disculpen el monólogo, pero lo hice rapidito, lo más rápido posible, y es súper bueno que les quede grabadito, todo claro, el esqueleto del curso, las evaluaciones y las explicaciones. Aquí por aquí, Ignacia me dice, how long will we have to carry out those activities? Block 1, block 2. For the blocks, you have approximately 1 week. So I give you the instructions one day, and you develop the block during the week. But when we get to block number 1, I will give you specific information, so don't you worry. Do you have any more questions? En la clase 2, la próxima semana, para que no se asusten, les voy a dar las instrucciones que son básicas, son 2 o 3. Me imagino que ustedes las conocen mejor que yo. para crear un blog usando Blogger, ¿ya? Así que la próxima semana vemos eso para que ya tengan listo su blog en la semana 2 para partir en la semana 3 con ellos. Lo que van a hacer la próxima semana, cuando les dé las instrucciones, van a hacer su blog y yo en un curso voy a crear un foro que se va a llamar Your Blogs y ustedes van a copiar y pegar su dirección URL dentro de ese foro para que estemos todos conectados. Yo pueda meterme a revisar todos sus blogs y a la vez todos podamos revisar los blogs que queramos. ¿Les parece? ¿Qué significa eso, Constanza? Mi cara de sorpresa. Soy medio malo para los memes. ¿Cómo se llaman? Emojis. Ignacia, ¿qué pasa con los reading activities? No entiendo la pregunta. How long we will have to? Una semana también. Dentro de la semana... no, pues. Ahí va a ser más, me estoy equivocando. La reading activity, como les dije, la vamos a hacer con UTest. Por lo tanto, esa semana, si no me equivoco, esa semana, Ignacia, you will focus only on the reading activity using UTest. I may be wrong, but the idea is to do the reading activity during the time of the class using UTest, right? So you will have approximately one hour or so, maybe less, depends on the length. But if you have, for example, 2 or 3 reading texts, I think that the test will be approximately 1 hour. All right, so it's the time of a typical test. Eso, Ignacio. So reading tests about an hour using UTest. Blogs, the week, because this is a process, you have to read, write, then you have to make comments, so all the week. And that's it. Do you have more questions, people? Excelente. It means that I have a very, very smart group of students that are paying attention to me. Good, I like it. You are my kind of students. ¿Sería? No. Hagamos un poco de clase. So, in the second part of the class, we're going to start using English. Well, we are using English now. You are listening to me and you're talking, but we're going to start working with personal information topic. So, on Material Docente, I published a PDF that you can open now, and I'm going to show you now that anyway. This is the one, question words. So this is on Material Docente. You can have it there on your computers, but also you have it here on the screen. But it's more practical that you download it now from your Material Docente. We're going to use this activity to practice and to practice with the topic of personal information. And at the same time, we're going to check some English vocabulary because you have to complete the questions here using one of these, question words. It's a very good idea. Tal vez lo ocupé en inglés beginner. Me gusta mucho este ejercicio, así es que se van a repetir el plato, lo siento, pero nunca está de más refrescar algunas cosas o repetir algunas cosas. So the idea is to, before you speak, before you start getting to know each other, we have to complete the questions using the correct question words. Okay? So now you're going to, no usen los micrófonos, por favor. Repitan en voz alta o no tan alta en sus casas. para no molestar a su hermano, no sé. You're going to repeat all the question words after me. Thank you. How often? How many? What? Este lo usamos dos veces. We use it twice. Which? What time? What kind? Where? Why? When? Who? How much? Okay? Okay. So, what we will do now, listen to me, what we will do now is the following. I'm going to divide you guys, divide the class into little groups, okay? And I'm going to give you approx 5 minutes for you to discuss and work within these little groups to complete all the questions with the correct, with the suitable question word, right? So let's do that. Ok, voy a crear 10 mini grupos. Desde ahora pueden empezar a hacer el ejercicio y en 4 o 5 minutos corregimos. Good luck. Deben unirse al grupito que creé. Yes, thank you. Okay. Question number 1 is the example, where do you live? First, I'm going to give my examples and respond the questions, and then you will do it in groups. Well, I live in Santiago, Chile, more specifically, in La Florida, in the flowers. Can you help me with number 2, please?
En realidad no sé si estará bien.
Vale.
Who do you live with?
Excellent, Emily. Well, Emily, I live with my family in La Florida, and you?
In my case, I live with all my family, no sé si explicar que me falta un hermano, no sé.
Okay, but one brother is away.
Yeah, in another house.
One brother doesn't live with you. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, sí.
Thank you. Number 3, somebody else. Thank you. Come on, guys. What about you, Silvia Diaz, please? Can you help me?
Igual puse what kind.
Can you read the complete question, please?
What kind of music do you like?
Okay, Silvia, I like all kinds of music. I am a music lover. Maybe I prefer rock, and maybe I prefer some pop too, but I like all kinds. And you, Silvia?
I like rock.
Yep.
No, I don't know, reggaeton.
Yep.
That's all.
That basically, okay. Rock and reggaeton, that is a good mix. Yeah, to rock and dance. What about you, Tamara, number 4? Tamara Cabello. Thank you.
I what time do you usually get up in the morning?
Perfect.
So
Perfect, Tamara. I usually get up at 8 in the morning, and on the weekends a little bit later. What about you?
yeah, like 9 of the morning. But in the weekend, yeah, it's like 12.
In the weekends, you don't get up.
No.
I understand. I understand. That's good. Thank you. What about number 5? Francisco Duarte. Thank you.
¿Cuál era?
Number
Which
5.
one?
Number 5.
Why? Why are you learning English?
Okay, I cannot answer that because I'm teaching. In your case, why are you learning English, Francisco?
Well, because it's necessary. You need to learn this for maintain a conversation with other people for other
Perfect.
countries.
Perfect.
Mm.
Thank you. That anybody has a different answer for number 5? Why are you learning English? Okay, don't worry, be happy. What about the next? Francisca Flores, number 6, please.
When did you start learning English?
Learning English, yeah, perfect, Francisca. Ooh, I started learning English many centuries ago. No, when I was a kid in elementary school. And you?
When I was a child in the school too.
Yeah, the same as me. Elementary school, right? Elementary school. Thank you. Ignacia Arruez, hello. Can you help me with number 7?
How often do you go to the cinema?
Excellent. I never go to the cinema because of the pandemic, but I always watch movies on TV. And you? What about you?
I never.
Yeah, but do you like movies?
Yes,
And do you watch movies usually?
in Netflix,
Uh-huh. And tell me
but
something.
I never go to the cinema.
And tell me something. What kind of movies do you like more?
The action,
Action
and
movie.
drama
Action and drama. I like them too. Yes.
and comedy.
All kinds. Perfect. That's good. Me too. Me too. A bit of this and a bit of this and that. What about number 8? Vanessa, can you help me? This is the most interesting question for me.
Which do you prefer, beer or wine?
Difficult question. I like beer for summer and wine for winter, but I love them both. And you?
I don't prefer any because I don't like them.
You don't like alcohol.
No.
You're such a healthy girl. I'm not. I'm not. Thank you. 9. Number 9 is for Barbara Antolin. Are you there? No? Yes. Hello.
How many brothers and sisters have you got?
Perfect. I have got only one brother. His name is Pablo. And you?
I have 2 sisters,
Excellent. And what are their names?
Martina and Fernanda. They're
Martin?
younger than me.
They are younger than you.
I'm the oldest.
Okay, you are the mother.
Something like that.
Sometimes it happens. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. What about number 10? A ver, un varón. Hay pocos varones. Están escondidos. Bruno, ¿abarca? ¿Te pregunté? No. Number 10. No estás.
How much tea and coffee do you drink a day?
Perfect, Bruno. I drink 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day and 1 or 2 cups of tea a day. I drink both. And you?
I drink 1 cup of coffee a day.
And no
I
tea?
don't like tea.
Okay, perfect. I drink both. And I also drink agüita hierba, herbal tea in English, herbal tea. Especially after lunch. What about 11, Romina Escalona?
Here.
Dale.
Number 11, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you last night?
What did I do last night? Ooh. Very boring. I was in the house and I saw TV, the Olympic Games. And you?
Sleep.
What?
Sleep.
You slept, of course. And before sleeping,
Watching videos.
you watched videos. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. And finally, last but not least, Oscar Cárdenas, number 12.
When are you going to do after the class?
Not exactly. What? Okay. What are you going to do? ¿Qué vas a hacer? What are you going to do after class? Well, Oscar, after class, I'm going to continue with more classes of English. And you?
Sleep.
You're going to sleep. Lucky you, guy. Lucky you, guy. I have to continue working. Do you have any questions, people?
Yeah, I have a question.
Tell me.
In the number 8.
Yep.
The girl said, which do you prefer, beer or wine?
That's right.
I think it's what? What do you prefer?
It's which. It's
Beer
which.
or wine? Why?
Which. Which, you use which when you have to, when you can choose, when you have options. Cuando tienes opciones y puedes escoger, ocupas which. En cambio, cuando hay una respuesta única, ocupas what. Por ejemplo, what's your name? Tú no puedes escoger tu nombre. So that is the difference, okay? But when you can choose, you use which. Which one do you like? Blue or red?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Profe, o sea, aparte de el which se usa solamente cuando hay como opciones, porque también significa qué y cuál, entonces solamente se ocupa en ese momento, ¿no?
Para preguntas, ¿no es cierto? Porque como en afirmaciones tú
Sí, para
ocupas
pregunta hablando.
de otra forma. De otra
Sí.
forma. ¿Cuál? ¿No es cierto? ¿Cuál?
Ujú.
Para conectar. Ajá. Por ejemplo, I have to study English, which is very important for my career. Tengo que estudiar inglés, lo cual es muy importante para mi carrera. Eso es distinto.
Ya.
Claro. Pero sigue,
Ya.
sigue significando cuál.
Sí.
Sí.
Ya, gracias, profe.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions? All right, my friends. Mira, mi idea, se está acabando el tiempo, así que no voy a poder hacerlo. Mi idea era ahora volver a dividirlos en grupitos para que conversaran más con todas las preguntas, porque ahora lo hicimos, no todos hablaron, pero se acabó el tiempo, así que les voy a, como tarea, traten de continuar con esto y agarren las 12 preguntas y las contestan, ¿ya? En forma oral y escrita, principalmente en forma oral. Sigan con esto. Les voy a mostrar ahora para terminar el resto de las actividades de la semana, que también se las subí en cursos. Y son básicamente listenings. Miren, todos estos listenings tienen que ver con el tema personal information que estamos viendo. There are 4 listening activities. So it's very good practice for this topic and very good practice for your listening comprehension. Ya, yo los tengo abiertos ahora y se los voy a mostrar rápidamente para explicarles con el sitio web. ¿Qué onda? A ver, el primero es este. Ah, no, parece que no estoy compartiendo. So this is a first. You have here, meet Nanyu. Conoce a Nanyu. Nanyu answers questions about his life.
Okay. Yeah, past 4 months I'm here.
Oh, really?
And
Okay, hello.
hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Nanju.
Nanj.
Well, you have a very realistic audio track with a person who is from India, I think, an American person. You have a combination of different Englishes, which is very good. Here you have the text, which you can read or not. Yo prefiero que no lo lean, salvo les cuesta mucho y después lo leen y lo chequeen. Y esto es importante, el quiz. So you're going to listen 1 or 2 times, and then you answer the quiz, and you can check your answers. No me tienen que mandar nada, todo esto lo hacen ustedes individualmente, esto es práctica, no va con nota. Yeah? So that is the first. Then we have another listening, which is called, what are you like? Esta pregunta es un poco tricky, significa, ¿cómo eres? El like puede ser gustar, pero como preposición es como, entonces se pone acá. En inglés al final, pero en castellano al comienzo. Like, what are you? ¿Cómo eres? Y eso es para describirte en términos de character. So, Matt is going to talk about his personality and character.
Hey, Matt, we're going to talk about adjectives. The theme this week is adjectives. So, first of all, when it comes to time, are you normally late or are you always punctual?
Always punctual.
Always punctual.
Yeah, I find it very annoying when.
So you have the text, which is more difficult, talking about personality, you know, answering the question, what are you like? And then you have the quiz. You can check your answers. You have vocabulary here. Please remember, when you do the activities, do the quiz, and make sure, asegúrense, make sure that you understand all the words. You can use an online dictionary, all right? My favorite is Word Reference, and you can also use Lingua, but there are many other options. So it's very important that you check all the vocabulary in all the activities. Then we have this one, which is Sarah from England, and she is responding to a different question. Was life better for kids before the internet? Ya no es tan ligada con información personal, pero más con internet. ¿Era la vida mejor para los niños antes del internet? Muy interesante.
Yes. I think now everybody is just so obsessed with the internet, with social media, posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook. It's all about how many likes you.
So it's very realistic. This is a real English from the mother English from Great Britain. And you have the text, which you can see or not, and the quiz. Again, and remember to check all the vocabulary, please. And we have one more. Yeah, this one. Cuidado con este. Este es staying connected, también sobre las redes. Si van aquí, le va a salir otra cosa, ¿ya? Este mono está mal. Acá está el listening.
Usually when I see you, you're sitting at the computer checking your email. How many times a day do you check it?
Acá está
I
el
honestly
quiz.
don't count, but many, many times.
¿Ya? Entonces esto, no lo de arriba, porfa, ¿ya? And you have the quiz, and remember to check all the vocabulary. So those are the 4 listenings. And remember to continue working with the PDF, okay? It's not a lot for this week, but I think it's okay for the first week, not to start so heavily. Guys, do you have any questions? Bueno, I said a lot of, I gave you a lot of information. You can have some questions. So if you have some questions, you can communicate with me by Ucursos or by mail. And you just ask me any questions. And well, that is all I had to say for today. And I hope to see you again next week, week number 2. Remember, we're going to start making our blogs, so it's important you are here. It's important that you are always here, please. It's better to attend the Zoom classes so you are not lost with the English class. And that's it. Any questions? Any comments? Nope. Okay. Okay, Kimberly, Emily. Very nice to meet you. I can say that? Yeah, I can say that. It's not a very normal way to meet people, but it's okay. I can live with that. Okay, Ignacia, thank you for telling me that. All right, guys, I leave you. Goodbye. Nice meeting you. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye, Francisco. Bye-bye, Amara, Romina. Cheers, everybody. Voy a grabar la clase ahora y subirlas a su cursos. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, Camila. Thank you. Catalina, sorry.